Please help me welcome Jesus Mono Ramos Jr.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. I want to thank TGB, PBC, Amazon Prime for this opportunity. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to be back to be in the ring. It's been a while now, so I'm excited to do it all again. I got a tough opponent in Rosario, and I'm not overlooking him. We got ready for the best version of Rosario, and we're ready to put on a good show Saturday night. Thank you guys.
And now we go down to our next bout on that pay-per-view undercard. Introducing a man with 22 victories, 17 by knockout, opposite of 2 defeats and 2 draws. Representing Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico. He is 26 years old, fighting stateside for the 3rd time in his professional career this Saturday night. Here is Angel Fiero.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Buenas tardes a todos. Primero que nada quiero agradecer a Dios por esta gran oportunidad, a la prensa por estar aquí presente, por la gran oportunidad, me presta Bosta. Y bueno, que el día sábado venimos a hacer historia y ese día conocerán a Ángel Tachiro Fierro. Gracias.
Thank you all for being here. First of all, I would like to thank God for giving me this opportunity. I would also like to thank BBC for making this happen and the media for being here. And you know what, this Saturday night, everybody's going to get to know who Tachiro Fiero is. It's going to be a great fight. Tune in because it's going to be amazing.
All right, now let's meet his opponent who needs no introduction. He has 26 victories, 18 by knockout, opposite of 3 defeats and 1 draw. He is a Mexico City native, a fan favorite that has a crowd everywhere he walks in Las Vegas. He is the former WBA Super Lightweight World Champion who captured that title last March with the stoppage of Rolly Romero. Here is Isa Pitbull Cruz.
Hola, pues que nada, buenas tardes a todos. Agradecido con Dios por la oportunidad con el Jaime PBC, Amazon Prime, a Sean Gibbons, a Manny Pacquiao, a mi esposo y a mis hijos por estar aquí y vengo por la victoria a dar una gran pelea. Gracias.
Good afternoon, everyone. I want to thank God for giving me the chance to be here. BBC, Amazon Prime for also staging this event. And Sean Gibbons, my family, my wife, my kids. I'm gonna be here without them. So tune in on Saturday night. It's gonna be a great fight. Thank you very much.
All right, now we go to our co-main event, and this is a fight that I know many boxing fans have been waiting for, and it surely could stand on its own. This will be our co-main event Saturday night. First up, introducing a man with 22 victories, including 8 wins by knockout, opposite of 1 defeat. He's the former unified super bantamweight world champion, representing West Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He became a unified champion in 2021 by edging out Figueroa in a heated 122-pound unification bout. And he most recently made a successful featherweight debut by defeating Carlos Castro in September. Here is David Fulton Jr.
I want to say thank God for being here, put me in another great position in life and in the sport. Thanks to Al Hammond, TGB Promotions, Sylvia Owens, Luda Cuba, my team over there. I have one of the best teams in Philadelphia within Bozy Ennis, Hamza Muhammad, Wahid Rahim, my cutman Herbert Estrada. He's not from Philly. But thanks for having me. I know he'll come prepared, and I'm more than prepared. Go Birds!
All right, now we'll go to his opponent, who is very familiar with Stephen Fulton. This man has 25 victories, 19 by knockout, opposite of 1 defeat and 1 draw. He is a 2-division world champion that was recently elevated to the WBC featherweight world champion. He won the interim featherweight title with the decision over Mark Maxayo in a 2023 Fight of the Year contender. He was the first person to defeat Luis Neri when he stopped him with a body blow in May of 2021 and captured the WBC Super Bantamweight belt. And he most recently knocked out former champion Jesse Magdaleno in May. Here is the Heartbreaker, Brandon Figueroa.
Hola, buenas tardes. Primeramente le quiero darle las gracias a Dios. First off, I want to thank God for putting me in this position. Es un honor pelear aquí en esta cartelera tan grande contra estos peleadores tan talentosos. I'm just very excited to be sharing this card with these talented boxers out here. We put in the blood, sweat, and tears into this, and I feel like this is the new era of boxing, kicking off in 2025. Se me hace que esa cartelera es la iniciación de la nueva era del boxeo. Estoy muy emocionado. Le quiero dar las gracias a mi equipo, a mi familia, porque mi familia es mi equipo, a PBC, Amazon Prime, a la prensa que está aquí. First off, second of all, I want to thank my family, which is my family, is my team, PBC, Amazon Prime, everyone that makes this possible, Cuba. It takes a lot to put this massive event, and I'm just very happy to be a part of this. Estoy muy emocionado, muy contento de ser parte de este evento. Yo sé que México va a estar ahí en la arena, yo sé que todos van a estar viendo esa pelea, esa cartelera, porque esa cartelera, cualquiera de sus boxeadores pueden ser su propio mini event, and I know that these guys were ready. We're ready to leave it on the ring. It's going to be a great night of boxing, so thank you for the media for showing up, showing out. And yeah, shout out to Fulton for accepting the fight, and hey, let's run it back. Let's get the fight fans another fight of the year, and that's what we're here for, So gracias a todos por atender aquí y ojalá que no se pierdan esta pelea. Gracias.
All right, now let's hear from those fighters on that stacked undercard pay-per-view. First off with Jesus Ramos, Jason Rosario, 10 rounds in the middleweight division. I'll start with you, Jesus. You said recently in an interview, you talked about having a big 2025. Why do you think this year will be a massive one for you?
I feel like last year was kind of slow for me, and I want to start things right. February is perfect. We get a solid fight, to kick off the year in February, and it gives us plenty of time, to work with. My division is also stacked. We have a lot of talent at 154, and there's big fights to be made at that weight.
And why was Rosario the right opponent for you to start things off in this new year?
He was a unified champion at 154, before, and he's got a lot of experience. He's going to bring a lot of experience into that ring, so I can really learn from this fight, and he's tough as well. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what he brings on Saturday night.
And now over to you, Rosario. You've been a world champion at the highest level. You defeated Julian Williams. You fought big names like Jamel Charlo, Erickson Lubin. Do you believe your experience fighting those guys, being a former world champion, will be a factor Saturday night?
Bueno, Jason, sos un ex campeón unificado, has tenido grandes peleas contra Julian Williams, contra Jamel Charlo, contra Lubin. ¿Sentís que la experiencia va a ser el factor clave que marcará la diferencia a tu favor este sábado por la noche?
Bueno, como decía ahorita, gracias, me siento súper contento, súper bendecido, de verdad, tú sabes, siento súper emocionado. Creo que lo que me va a llevar y lo que me va a dar la victoria es el trabajo que yo hice realmente en el campamento. Trabajé como un animal, trabajé como una bestia, me olvidé del dolor, me olvidé de las quejas, de que quiero ver mi familia, de que quiero ver mis hijos, de que quiero ver mi mujer. Me olvidé de todo eso y me enfoqué en el trabajo. Creo que eso es lo que me va a dar la victoria. Primeramente que Dios, porque sabemos que sí, que si Dios dice que no, es que no. pero creo que Dios primeramente y luego ese trabajo que yo hice en el campamento.
I'm super excited, super blessed, and I think that the advantage is actually going to be the work that I put in on the gym. I forgot about the pain, I forgot about everything that I left behind. I didn't complain about not being able to see my family, my kids. I wanted to see them, but I knew I couldn't. Why? Because I knew that this was it. So, and I also know that when God says no, it's no. But God willing, this is going to be a great opportunity for me, and what I'm going to do is take advantage of it to the fullest, because I was put in here for a reason, and I don't plan to let it pass by.
Over to you, Ramos. Yesterday at the Grand Arrivals, Rosario said that he plans to, and according to Martin Batar's translation, rip your head off on Saturday night. How do you respond to that?
I mean, that's what he's supposed to say. You know, he's supposed to say he's ready. He's supposed to say he's done all of this. But it doesn't matter until we get in that ring. You know, that's when it really matters. That's when I want to see him try to rip my head off, because that's when it counts.
Now, you also said recently, you know, you are going for the knockout and you plan to do it in tremendous fashion. Why do you believe that you have to have that type of a performance?
It's just part of who I am now. You know, it's the evolving that I've made. I've made a lot of changes in my career, my camp, and that's me. That's me. You know, I want to get knockouts. I want to give the fans knockouts. So it ain't nothing against them. Like I told them, it's just my style from now on. My approach to every fight.
All right, over to you, Rosario. Prediction on Saturday night. How does it all go down against Jesus Ramos?
Bueno, acá Jesús dice que no es nada personal, pero te quiere noquear. Vos qué decís tu vaticinio para esta pelea. ¿Cómo termina este sábado por la noche?
No, mi hermano, mira, ella dice una palabra que mucho pensamiento hay aquí en la cabeza del hombre, tú sabes. Y that's good. Esa es una perspectiva que él tiene, tú sabes, la respeto, pero yo me preparé para la guerra, tú sabes, yo voy listo para lo que sea, yo vengo ready y yo sé que 100% seguro, yo nunca he hablado de esta forma, pero yo estoy 100% seguro y confiado primeramente en Dios, que mañana, el sábado, 1 de febrero, va a haber una gran sorpresa. Y una viga que se cae de la mata. En Dominicana dicen una viga que se cae de la mata. Eso es cuando todo el mundo piensa que va a pasar algo y pasa todo lo contrario de eso. Eso va a pasar el sábado 1 de febrero.
Well, first of all, as far as what the knockout, you know, what Jesus says, I respect him, but I think he has a lot on his mind. And I actually never say things like this, but I'm 100% confident that I'm going to win this fight, no matter what. And I'm going to pull off a huge upset that's going to resonate all over the world. And in the Dominican, we have a saying that, you know, people expect one thing to happen, and then another one totally different ends up happening. That's what you're going to see on Saturday, February 1st. The biggest upset of the night, bar none.
You heard him, Jesus. He said biggest upset Saturday night. How do you see it playing out?
That's not gonna happen. I'm coming to win, and I'm gonna do it in a spectacular fashion. And yeah, I'm coming for it all. I'm coming to knock him out, like I said. I know it's bothering him, but it's just what I have to do. It's what I'm gonna do.
All right, Jesus Ramos Jr., Jason Rosario. That's gonna be opening up the pay-per-view card, and now let's move on over to Isaac Pitbull Cruz and Angel Fiero in a super lightweight bout. And I'll start off with you, Isaac, as you are coming off a tough loss to Rayo Valenzuela. What did you learn about yourself in that fight, and how will you use that going forward Saturday night?
Isaac, ¿qué lecciones aprendiste de tu pelea contra Valenzuela y cómo vas a utilizar ese aprendizaje para la pelea de este sábado por la noche?
Bueno, fue un aprendizaje en general y aprendimos de los errores y seguimos fortaleciendo aún más las fortalezas. Y bueno, en esta noche del 1 de febrero vamos a sacar todo lo que trabajamos en el campamento con una gran pelea y una victoria.
It was really an overall lesson. It wasn't anything specific. It allowed me to be able to become even stronger when it comes to my strengths, work on my weaknesses, And this Saturday, February 1st, you're going to see all the work I put in. It's going to be a great fight, and in the end, I'm going to come out with the win.
All right, and now over to you, Fiero. Cruz is obviously a big name in the sport of boxing, especially at 140 pounds. What is the mindset coming into this fight as an underdog?
Bueno, Ángel, Isaac Cruz posee su chapa, su nombre, ¿no? Y vos venís de punto, pero ¿cuál es tu mentalidad para poder dar la sorpresa este sábado por la noche?
Bueno, sabemos que Isaac Cruz es un gran peleador, es un peleador que ya probó las mieles del mundo, pero yo también vengo a probar las mías, ¿no? Y Isaac Cruz está enfrente de mí para que él me arrebate esa oportunidad y pues bueno, el sábado veremos cómo reacciona cuando también tenga un tren enfrente.
Isaac Cruz is a great fighter. I'm well aware of the fact that he has tasted glory with being a world champion, but it's my time for glory now, and let's see how Isaac reacts when he sees a runaway train coming in front of him. He's not going to stop him.
As for you, Pitbull, you obviously, the WBC is going to have a special belt honoring the late Mexican champion who recently passed, Israel Vasquez, and it coincides with your bout. It's an all-Mexican war. What does that mean to you to have that belt that's going to be awarded to whoever wins Saturday night?
Bueno, Isaac, va a haber un cinturón especial para esta pelea entre ustedes. Es un cinturón que, primero que nada, honra la memoria del difunto Israel Vázquez, pero más que nada también es un cinturón que se va a utilizar en peleas entre mexicanos a partir de ahora, un cinturón especial. ¿Qué significa para vos que tu pelea sea la inaugural en este cinturón y para tu país, México?
No, pues antes que nada, igual agradecerle a Mauricio Suleiman, a Sean Yus por hacer posible este cinturón en memoria de uno de los grandes campeones mexicanos como lo fue Israel Magnífico Vázquez. Y bueno, más emocionado porque es el primer cinturón especial que se va a disputar entre mexicanos y que de aquí para adelante se van a hacer ese tipo de cinturones memorables cuando sean peleas entre mexicanos.
Well, you know, it's a great honor for me to, like you said, to honor the memory of a great fighter like Israel Magnífico Vázquez, may he rest in peace, and then to also be the first fight to have that kind of belt that you set the tone for many great Mexican fights to come. It means a lot to me. I don't take it for granted at all, and I thank Mauricio Suleiman and Sean Gibbons for making this possible.
All right, Fiero, go to you. What can fans expect to see from you and Pitbull Saturday, February 1st?
¿Qué puede esperar la gente de tu pelea entre Pitbull y vos este sábado por la noche? Es decir, ¿qué puede esperar la gente de tu pelea entre Isaac y vos este sábado por la noche?
Va a tener lo que la gente quiere, una guerra. Soy un peleador que le gusta ir a enfrente, igual Pitbull, entonces va a ser una guerra garantizada y bueno, la que va a salir ganando será el público este sábado, estoy seguro.
The fans are going to be the true winners this Saturday night. Isaac is aggressive, I come forward, it's going to be another war, and you're going to want to tune in because you're going to win the night as a fan. It's going to be a great fight.
All right, over to you, Pitbull. Last question. All Mexican war. How does it play out?
Guerra sin cuartel mexicana, ¿cómo termina? Danos tu vaticinio, tu predicción.
Bueno, totalmente esto va a ser una gran pelea y yo vengo preparado para llevarme la victoria a casa.
It's going to be a great fight, and I come prepared to take the victory and come home as a winner.
All right. Pitbull Cruz against Angel Fiero. And now we'll move on to our co-main event as Stephen Fulton Jr., Brandon Figueroa for the WBC Featherweight World Title. First, I'll start with you, Brandon. You have wanted this rematch for over 3 years. You felt like you won that first fight. What is it like to finally get that rematch Saturday?
Man, it feels amazing. It just feels great to be back fighting another great talented fighter like Fulton. It was Fight of the Year candidate for a reason. We went all out. We entertained the fans definitely, and we're here to run it back. I'm just happy to be back, and yeah, a few more days.
And now over to you, Fulton. It has been over 3 years since that rematch, which, many fight fans loved. What is different about you in those 3 years since that fight?
I would like to say my mindset. I'm more of a calm person. I've grown as a person and as a fighter, so that's the difference in me now.
And now over to you, Brandon. That fight was at 122 pounds, and you spoke about how the weight cut, even before that fight, was tough on you. Now this fight's at 126 pounds. How will this fight be different in regards to your performance with this being at a higher weight class at 126 pounds?
Oh man, I feel great. I feel very, very strong. Even though as I'm cutting weight, I just feel very complete at this weight. Explosive, fast, you know, just everything. I just feel really good at this weight. I feel like this weight is perfect for me, maybe even 130 as well. But yeah, I'm just very, very confident. And 122, man, it was very tough to make. A lot of people ask me how do I even make 126, but it's my discipline, hard work, and yeah, I just can't wait to go out there and for him to feel that power.
And now over to you, Fulton. I mean, obviously things have been different in those 3 years, and now you've added Derek Buzianis in your corner this time around. I don't believe he was in your corner in the first fight. What has he done for you and your performance since you connected with Derek Ennis?
Gave me a different look at things defensively and offensively. So he was a major asset, bringing him into my camp as well as the add-on to what Hamza and Wahid has done for me in my career. So I feel like he's an amazing coach, as well as me being around young fighters who's also another world champion like Boots, which is his son. So I feel like I needed to, you know, surround myself around another young talented fighter. So some of those things can rub off on me as well.
And now over to you, Figueroa. What are you looking to prove going into this fight to where you don't have the same situation where you feel like you won the fight and you end up losing, leaving it in the judges' hands? What are you looking to prove going into this rematch?
Prove that I'm the best 126 pound in the world. Prove that I want to be one of the greats. You know, I don't want to be good. I want to be one of the greats. I want to be remembered as one of the best fighters to ever do it. And represent Mexico, represent America. I'm Mexican American, and I want to conquer the world, man. I'm hungry. I'm fired up. I'm not scared of anyone. I want to fight all the champions 126. Just speaking about this excites me because I'm truly passionate about this sport, and I love this sport with so much. And you guys will see Saturday. I'm not gonna let this fight slip away from me like I did the first time. And I'm coming with everything. I prepared 110%. And I'm gonna make a statement. I want to make a statement, and this is my time.
All right, Fulton. He said he's going to make a statement. For you, a win would make you a two-division world champion. What would that mean for your career?
It'll mean a lot. You know, I would feel good about that. That's the only thing I'm focused on at the moment. It's the only thing I'm worried about. I'm not focused on anyone else, no one else in the division, no one else in any other division. Just focus on living in the moment, and that's what I'm doing by just taking it one day at a time. So when Saturday comes, I'll be more than ready to win again.
All right, Fulton. You seem very laser focused. You're disciplined. It's the rematch. Prediction, how does it go down?
It doesn't matter how it goes down. It doesn't matter how I get the victory. My main objective is just to get the victory, and I will be two-division world champion come Saturday night. No matter how it has to go down, it's gonna end that way. Me with my hand raised.
All right, and now to you, Brandon. He says he's going to become a two-division world champion. He's going to defeat you for a second time. What's your prediction for Saturday?
I mean, that's not gonna happen. 122, 126 is a whole different story, whole different division. Like I said, I prepared 110% for this fight. I'm coming with everything. I'm trying to make a statement and trying to cement that, yeah, I'm the best 126 pounder, and erase that first loss, you know. Not necessarily erase it, but just, you know, make a statement that, you know, I got my leg back, and I'm just happy. And yeah.
All right.
And
there you have it.
And he also said he want to knock me out. You gotta add that in there.
Oh yeah, definitely that too. I'm not.
You can't leave that out. That's a part of the game plan.
All right, there you heard it. Co-main event. Like I said, this fight I am very much looking forward to. It's been over 3 years in the making, and now we have it, the rematch, as it is a part of a stacked PBC pay-per-view undercard. We're gonna have the fighters pose for photos up here, and then we have our main event on the way, so don't go anywhere.
Chicos, espera, no se vayan que voy a hacer fotos, Esperen ahí.
Vamos, campeón, Pitbull. Con todo, campeón.
Careo, chicos, careo. Muy bien, ahora van a darse vuelta y miren para allá. Chicos, ya miren para los fotógrafos. Okay, chicos.
¡La Pitbull! ¡La Pitbull!
Chicos, miren para allá. Chicos, miren para los fotógrafos.
¡Go, Pitbull!
Chicos, miren los fotógrafos para
¡No los sueltes! ¡No los sueltes! ¡La Pitbull! Vamos, ya se le cambió la mirada, mira. Ya se le cambió la mirada. ¡Venga, Pitbull! ¡Venga, Pitbull! ¡Bien, Pitbull! ¡Venga, venga, Pitbull! ¡Venga, Pitbull! ¡Venga, Pitbull!
Shot, please. Everybody back in order. Order in the back.
Chicos, Giovanni, foto grupal. Foto grupal.
Martín, stay where you are. Okay, everybody in the back. Tell them in the back.
Ahora para el fondo, chicos.
And Martín.
Acá abajo. Está, quédate un rato que te lo entrevista. No, no, te espero. Espérame ahí, tranquilo.
¿Cómo está buena esta pelea, señores? Campeón. Oye, son tu hijo, hay ganas de comerse el mundo.
Eso es, great job, man.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back with our main event fighters momentarily.
What's over here? Can you show boy have to figure out? Yeah, same time. Okay, next time. Can you bring this pit bull to show boy? 5 minutes.
So I have to
Yes. What are you going back there for? What's that? So Pit Boy's going to do Show Boy after Figueroa. 5 minutes. Take your time.
You guys got to cut it out. Corral.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you could all please take your seats. We are about to begin our presser for the main event. All media members, please take your seats. Clear the walkways. We are about to begin.
Are we counting it in? Okay.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back here to Las Vegas, Nevada at the MGM Grand as Premier Boxing Champions continues our final press conference, this time for our main event Saturday night, February 1st. It is now time to meet our fighters. First up to the stage with a record 11 victories, 9 by knockout, no defeats. He is a Cuban native who moved to Minneapolis to begin his pro career in 2019. He is a standout in Cuba's storied amateur scene. After winning a title at 168 pounds, the 26-year-old debuted at light heavyweight in August, defeating Hot Rod Halijic to capture the WBA title. Here is, accompanied by trainer Ronnie Shields and Louis DeCuba Sr. of Warriors Boxing, David Morrell Jr. All right, and now welcome his opponent, coming in with a record of 29 victories, 24 by knockout. He is undefeated, the two-time world champion representing Phoenix, Arizona. He is the reigning interim WBC light heavyweight champion, where he won that in June as he defeated former champion Alexander Voitsnik. He is the hard-hitting man, accompanied by his father and trainer Jose Benavidez Sr. and Samson Lukowitz of Samson Boxing. Here is David El Monstro Benavidez. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is what boxing is all about. Two young, hungry stars, both undefeated, both wanting to fight the best. And they go on a collision course Saturday, February 1st, as it would be headlined by two of the sport's most exciting stars going toe-to-toe in their primes of their career. Unbeaten light heavyweights David El Monstro Benavidez and David Morrell Jr. meet in the center of the ring at T-Mobile Arena for both Benavidez's interim WBC and Morrell's WBA light heavyweight championship belts. Now, before we get to our fighters, we want to talk to some of the men that have been huge in making this fight happen. First up, the president of TGB Promotions, you heard from him earlier. Here is Tom Brown.
Thank you, Miguel. It is nice to just be even a small part in promoting this fight. Both fighters' promoters are some of my oldest and dearest friends in the game, with Samson Lukowitz and Leo Margulis and Louis Cruz Sr. Both fighters just have tremendous world-class trainers with Jose Benavidez Sr. and Ronnie Shields. So for me, it's kind of nice to get to sit back and just watch a tremendous fight. And trust me, it's going to be a very, very violent fight. Both these guys like to take your head off with every shot, and they both can really crack. So I believe this has the making of an instant modern-day classic. When this fight was first made, and we were doing the artwork and the banners, I wanted to put a number 1 after Benavidez Morrell, because I believe this fight's going to be so brutal and so close that the fans will demand a fight and a warrant a rematch and possibly even a trilogy. And this is going to just be a tremendous fight. It's the best fight that can be made in this division, and I'm really looking forward to watching this fight. Thank you very much.
All right, and now I'll bring up a man that is a huge part of boxing history. He's been a part of some of the biggest fights in boxing history from Warriors Boxing. Here is Louis DeCubas Sr.
Thank you very much for everybody to be here. I'm very happy to be here. This is going to be a tremendous fight. First of all, I want to thank Mr. L. Heyman. Without him, none of this would have happened. I'd like to thank Tom Brown. I'd like to thank PBC, Amazon, and for this great fight to happen. I want to thank this guy here for taking the shot. Okay, a lot of guys don't take it anymore. He had the balls to step up. I got to give him credit for it. We're going to find out. We're going to find that out on Saturday night. I'm going to find out if we got a chin. That's what I got to find out. We got a chin. I hear you. Listen, Gallegos, he beat the shit out of every day. Ask him about his arm. Listen, we don't worry about sparring partners. And listen, let me tell you something. All I'm going to tell you guys, if you can hold this guy's punching power, okay, for 12 rounds, I don't know what they watch. Okay? This guy's going to knock you out. I'm telling you.
Who's taking more money on the Carlos check? You
guys guard over.
You're taking more money than Morrell is. You're taking more money than Morrell is. Who's taking more money on this check?
Not after this fight, you're going to make more money than Morrell.
I'm talking about you're taking more money than Morrell.
No, I'm making more money than Morrell. He knows what he's making. He's trying to get us this guy. Worry about him, not about me, because you're going to get knocked out. I'm nervous. I've been in this fucking rodeo for 42 years. A lot bigger fights than you ever been involved in, buddy. You're the fucking scary fuck. You can see you're all scared, man. I can see in your eyes. I see in your eyes, bro. I have Roberto Duran. I know when a guy's scared. You're scared, bro. I can see in your eyes.
If it couldn't be told right now, I mean, you can tell both teams do not like each other. All right, gentlemen, we can please continue on. David, you'll have your moment for sure. All right, let's move on to your side over here. This man has an eye for talent. He told me years ago that I got someone special, someone that's going to take over the sport, and he wasn't wrong. This man is from Samson Boxing. Here is Samson Lugwitz.
I don't know who's fighting now. I don't know if a senior is ready to fight. I don't fight, I have peace. Listen, first of all, I want to apologize for the behavior of my friend, Luis de Cuba Senior. And I don't want this to continue like that, because we need to be serious. This fight will not sell more because you scream. This fight will sell because it's worth. Your fight that happened to be, I appreciate that it's part of the family of boxing. David Morrell, he wanted to have his first defense of his WBA interim super middleweight. He said, I want to fight Benavidez. I want to fight your boy. I thought, let's marinate. Don't scream, let's marinate. And so slowly it will happen. And now it's happening. And I believe that it be the best fight of the year. So we don't need anybody to scream and curse, because this fight it will sell by itself. Thank you very much, and God bless you all. Oh my God. Let me have my water. Thank you.
All right, now let's meet one of the head trainers for Team Morrell. This man has an incredible stable of fighters. He is an acclaimed trainer. He has coached world champions. Here is Ronnie Shields.
First of all, I want to say hello to everybody. Thanks for being here. And just getting right down to it, I just want to thank both teams for signing this fight. This is what boxing really is. This is what boxing has been all about. It's about the best fighting the best. Simple as that. It has nothing to do with street fighting, none of that. This is about boxing. This is our sport. We love this sport, and we're going to take care of the sport by fighting the best. That's simple as that. And I'm thankful to both teams for agreeing to that. And now we will be settled in the ring of who's the best fighter. We're looking forward to it, and we're glad everybody's here. Thank you.
And now we welcome the other head trainer from Team Benavidez. He is part of boxing's prominent families. With his sons, helped them become world champions. And he is an esteemed trainer, and now he is set for another huge night. Here is father and trainer Jose Benavidez Sr.
Buenas tardes a todos ustedes, muchas gracias por estar aquí con nosotros en este gran evento. Le quiero dar las gracias a Dios por permitirme estar aquí con mis dos hijos en esta función. Muy contento. David Benavidez se preparó muy fuerte mentalmente, físicamente, y tuvo una gran conexión con Dios, y todo hasta este momento ha salido muy bien, gracias a Dios. No hay ninguna lección. Todo muy bien, gracias a Dios. Les vamos a dar una pelea espectacular este sábado, no se la pierdan, pay-per-view. También le quiero dar las gracias a Al Heyman, PBC, Tom Brown, a nuestro promotor Samson, David García, y pues a todos a todo mi equipo que estuvo involucrado en este gran evento. Y también le quiero mandar un saludo muy grande a toda mi gente mexicana, especialmente a gallegos, con el buen trabajo que hizo con este payaso de aquí. ¡Saludos, gallegos!
So first of all, good afternoon everyone. Thank you so much for being part of this event. I really appreciate it. I want to thank God first of all for allowing me to be in this event with my two sons. That means a lot to me. And this Saturday night is going to be a great event where
it's going to be the best in boxing. And I want to thank PBC and everyone involved for being a part of this fight. And in the end, I want to also thank Gallego for, keeping me away from this clown over there. So, you know what? It's going to be a great fight. Don't miss it. It's going to be great.
All right, now it's time to meet our main event fighters. First up to the podium, his record undefeated, 11 victories, 9 by knockout. He is a Cuban native who moved to Minneapolis to begin his pro career, and he is a standout in Cuba's amateur scene. He is 26 years old, and he debuted at light heavyweight last August, defeating Hot Rod Halajec to capture the WBA title, and he's previously held the WBA super middleweight title, beating interim champion at 168 by defeating then unbeaten Lennox Allen in August of 2020. And he has had 2 explosive knockouts in 2023, stopping Olympic bronze medalist Yamaguchi Falcao in April and Sane Abeco in December. Here is the talented Cuban David Morrell Jr.
Quiero decirle gracias a Dios por venir, buenas tardes a todos y también por estar, gracias por estar aquí.
Well, thank you everyone for being here. Good afternoon. I appreciate you being here.
También darle gracias al equipo de Benavidez, Samson, por esta gran oportunidad, por estar en la pelea y que todo esto sea posible.
I want to thank Team Benavidez and Samson for making this fight possible. It wouldn't be possible without you, so I appreciate it.
Sábado primero va a haber un gran espectáculo, una gran guerra ya por lo que están viendo. Prometo dar lo mejor de mí y así va a ser el sábado primero.
Saturday, February 1st, it's going to be a spectacle, and I promise you that you're going to see the best of me out there. You're not going to want to miss it this Saturday night.
También quiero darle gracias a todos los que han hecho esto posible, PBC, como San Pan, a Hemo, a Fiero Family, a mis 2 manejadores. Y nada, esperen lo mejor y como siempre digo, peace and love.
Well, I want to also thank PBC, Amazon Prime, my 2 managers, everyone that made this possible. And like I always say, peace and love.
All right, now let's introduce his opponent. 29 victories, 24 by knockout, undefeated. A 2-time world champion representing Phoenix, Arizona. He's the reigning interim WBC light heavyweight champion as he defeated Alexander Voitstik back in June. He had a huge 2023 that saw him defeat Caleb Plant in March and then Demetrius Andrade in November. He has been a hugely avoided fighter. Here is David El Monstro Benavidez.
First of all, I want to thank God for everybody, for allowing me to be here. I'm really happy. I want to thank my wife. I want to thank my father, Jose Benavidez, my brother, Jose Benavidez Jr., Samson Lukowitz, David Garcia, Al Heyman, Luis Cubas Jr. And what can I say, man? We're finally here. I'm very excited for this moment. I've been getting ready extremely hard for this moment. I've trained extremely hard, and now we're ready. Now we're coming on energy, not like this fucking pussy right here. Peace and love. What was all that fucking shit that you were talking about back then? Because now this guy's nervous. I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you. And I hope you don't have no fucking excuses. You look scared as fuck right now. To be honest, you can smile, you do all the fuck you want, but watch. When you step into that ring this Saturday, that's a monster bro. And you can see exactly what the fuck I'm here.
What do you mean, bro? This name, the monster, is bullshit. Really bullshit. You know, they're not monster. Que diga lo mismo que te voy a decir después de la pelea. Lo mismo que te voy a decir después de la pelea. Sí, Mariano, estoy hablando mucho de la pelea, pero a mí la pregunta de sopa, man. Te voy a decir que ahora.
You took it off, but we'll see what happens after the fight. We'll see what happens after the fight. Keep talking.
We're here. It's Saturday. There ain't no more talking. You're gonna see what's up this Saturday.
All right, David, we'll start with you. I mean, obviously this is a big test coming into it, and obviously the bad blood is shown to everyone here. Where did this come from, and how did it start between you two?
Just the hype of the fight, the hype of the fight. He goes at me, I go at him. It's for the At the end of the day, we're both gonna get in the ring, and I'm gonna show him exactly what I'm gonna say.
Now over to you, Morrell. obviously you have wanted these big opportunities before, and now you finally have it. You know, why have we not seen many fighters step up to one, fight Benavidez, and then two, why did you want that fight?
Bueno, David, venías anhelando una oportunidad grande como esta. Acá está, en esta gran cartelera estás encabezando. Hay dos preguntas acá. Primero, ¿por qué crees que los oponentes o los potenciales oponentes de Benavidez lo van a ir viviendo? Y segundo, ¿por qué vos no lo diste? ¿Por qué quisiste pelear contra él?
Uno, para que se acabe esa fama que siguen el monstruo, que siguen no sé qué, y, o sea, no tiene nada, bro. Con todos los boxeadores que ha peleado supuestamente que son mejores, no sé qué, no entiendo, el que no viene subiendo de peso, el que no está ya a retirarse, o sea, ¿de dónde está uno?
Well, first of all, why do you want to fight Benavidez? Because I want to end with all that monster bullshit that he's talking about. Because everyone that I think has faced so far has either been on the brink of retirement or having to come up or come down in weight. So I want to end that myth that he's a monster.
100%, quiero pelear con él porque dicen que todo el mundo le tiene miedo, yo no tengo miedo.
100%, everybody says like, oh, they're afraid of him or whatever. I want to prove, I want to show that I'm not afraid of him in the least.
David, what do you have to say where he says, you know, I want to end all that monster myth that you have behind you?
I fought way better fighters than everybody that I fought. They say the same thing. I don't have nothing, I don't have defense, and I don't hit like that, this and that. But where are they all at after the fight? They all say David Benavidez is the best. And that's exactly what David Morrell's going to say. David Benavidez is the best.
Now, on Andre Ward's podcast, David, you recently said that you wanted to test Morrell's temperature down in Miami. What did you make of it when he threw the belt at your face in Miami?
I've seen that he's a fucking pussy to me. He tries to throw his belt at me to try to get out the fight. That's what he's trying to do. If you throw a belt at somebody, you know you're going to fucking hit him in the head, you're going to bust the head, the fight might get canceled. That's what this pussy is trying to do. So he's already looking for a way out.
Morrell, you heard what he had to say. You said you threw the belt because you were trying to get the fight canceled. You were trying to find a way out of the fight. What do you say to that?
Bueno, escuchaste lo que él dijo, se llamó maricón, dijo que querías también, sí, me lanzaste el cinturón en Miami porque querías cancelar la pelea. ¿Qué te genera eso?
Es que no tengo palabras para decirlo eso, para decirte porque básicamente, ¿cómo quería yo cancelar una pelea que estoy buscando hace tiempo?
I have no words for what he just said. Why would
So if I grab this fucking belt and I stand up and I throw it at his fucking head, am I not trying to hit him in the head?
¿Por qué en California no hiciste eso? Porque en California estabas tú solito, tú y yo solitos ahí, no había nadie. ¿Por qué en California no hiciste eso? Tuviste que esperar a llamar no voy a decir la palabra, a toda esa, que toda la gente que sepa andar contigo ahí, ¿entiendes? Para poder ganarte el valor y hacer las cosas, ¿verdad? ¿Entiendes?
Okay, so first of all, why would I want to throw the belt at you when I, you know, why would I want to cancel the fight if I fought for this fight to be here? Why would I want to do that? And then, second of all, why didn't you step up in California? Why didn't you do all that in California?
When in California, he came after me after the press conference and shook my fucking hand. Why would you come and shake my hand at the press conference? That's why when I went to the face-off in Miami, I tried to shake your hand. You don't want to shake my hand. Did you forget that you fucking shook my hand at the press conference in California? That's why I knew nothing.
Si en California tú tenías todo ya...
Take that dick out of your mouth. I can't understand what you're saying.
No me des la mano. ¿Qué reguero? Tú tienes que darme la mano a mí. ¿Qué reguero, bro? Si en California tú tienes que hacer así, vamos a hacerlo así. Mío no hay. Si tú tienes que hacer así, hacerlo así. Mío no hay.
All right, gentlemen, if we can grab our seats so we can continue on with the presser. We have a lot of people here.
Yo soy los perros que no pelean, mira que si no hay. Ustedes son criados en la calle, ustedes tú no. Y con todo el mundo afuera. Sí, para que tú usas los locos. Eso me es mentira.
Mentira tuya, mentira tuya. Él está acomodado, los cobardes dicen mentira. Tú estás acomodado y tu papá está acomodado todavía. Cobarde.
David Morrell, I want to ask you, obviously it's clear you are very animated in the build-up to this fight. We've seen you in previous fights, you have been nowhere near this animated going into a fight. What made this different?
Tu nivel de hostilidad en esta pelea es muchísima más que en cualquier otra pelea que te hemos visto tener. ¿Qué es lo que te hace estar tan animado y por qué llegaste a estos niveles de hostilidad? Porque te mete en la cara.
Ya, lo voy a decir, lo bueno ya, como lo voy a quitar. Ya, eso se forma ya de tu pulsión. Acuérdate que tú sos el...
Well, because he's lying to my face. I'm gonna bust him up. Remember that. It's as easy as that. You don't disrespect me like that in boxing.
I want to see what he's doing. I hope you had a good training camp because I don't want no fucking excuses after I'm knocking the fuck out.
Dice que no tiene excusa después de que no quiera.
Benavidez, we've seen you go into fights with a lot of animosity towards your opponents, you know, Caleb Plant, Morrell, and you always perform at the highest level. Do you like going into a fight when you have a major dislike towards an opponent?
Yeah, definitely, because I'm going in, I'm going to try to hurt every single round. You know, I have the strongest fighting spirit in all the boxing. You guys will see exactly who and most of the side.
Morrell, David has said he is going to, quote, break your face. What do you have to say to that, and what do you plan to do Saturday night?
Bueno, acá Benavidez dice que te va a romper la cara. ¿Qué tenés para responderle sobre eso? ¿Y qué vas a hacer vos este sábado por la noche?
Yo, como dije ayer, que te ahora va a ser, te ahora pero bueno, muy cierto, esperando que sea contigo.
No, you're going to see what I'm going to do Saturday night because if he thinks that he's going to break my face, he has another thing coming. There's going to be war out there.
Él está adaptado a que todos los boxeadores tengan miedo, que todos los boxeadores le corran, que no vamos así.
¿Pero cómo?
Él está adaptado a que todos los boxeadores tengan miedo, a que todos le corran y conmigo no vamos así.
David, you're used to everybody being afraid of you, and I'm not one of those. I'm not going anywhere.
Back to you, Morrell. This is your first time headlining a pay-per-view. What have you been doing to handle all the attention that this fight is bringing? I mean, I know you have your head trainer Ronnie Shields. He's been a part of some of these big fights. Who have you been leaning on for some of this experience and all the attention that's coming with this fight?
Bueno, ¿en quién te has respaldado para manejar todo lo que es la presión, todo lo que es los focos que están en vos? ¿En quién estás respaldado para manejar esa situación?
¿Cuál presión?
What pressure? There's no pressure, there's no spotlight.
O sea, no entiendo cuál es la presión que todo el mundo habla, de que si las luces, de que no sé qué. Bro, todo el que sabe la boxeo, tú vamos a darte lo que sea.
Look, there is no pressure, there's no spotlight I'm afraid of. Anybody that has ever seen Cuban boxing knows that we're up for whatever. We're not afraid of anything.
And now over to you, Benavidez. What message are you looking to send to Morrell and the rest of the division Saturday night?
See, I have no stuff to say. They're going to see this Saturday. I'm not the one behind that.
All right, Morrell, final question. Prediction, Saturday, February 1st, what happens?
Bueno, yo le voy a decir a David, decirnos cómo termina esta pelea, qué va a pasar el sábado por la noche.
No, la pregunta es que no va a dejar de pasar el sábado por la noche. Es no 100% de Madrid.
The real question is what's not going to happen Saturday night. Everything is going to happen, and I'm 100% knocking out David Benavidez.
Same question to you, David.
You're going to war, and I'm fucking laying out David Morrell.
All right, you heard it from both, man. I cannot wait for this fight. Fireworks are sure to be had from T-Mobile Arena Saturday, February 1st. Premier Boxing Champions on Prime Video.
Keep your seats, please. Keep your seats.
5 p.m. Pacific. You do not want to miss it. We'll have our fighters pose for photos. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
¡Uno, Benavidez! ¡Vamos! ¡México! 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 ¡Viva México! ¡Cuba! ¡Viva Mexican Master! ¡Jinetera! ¡Cuba! ¡Arriba el Mexican Master!
I should you talking about.
¡Uno, Benavidez!
Everybody, we're going to have David Morrell off the stage on his side, and David Benavidez here. Line up. Don't rush.
All right, Emily, you got him. Hey, Benavidez over here, guys. Morrell over there. Come up. I'm going to help in a second. All right. All right, you're helping Emily? Yeah. Thank you.
All right, give me like 4. I think you should just go quick because I know you got one question.
Yeah, what kind of?
Yeah,
like okay.
So going my boots. Yeah.
There's a room. Just put in the first couple of times.
Why don't you go back and just bring the ball? Just move over there.
One more. Good.
Can I get a writer question?
No.
Okay.
Just need a writer question.
TV.
There's no TV. Kelly, there's no TV. There's no TV.
If you just wait a second, I might get the boxing guys. You guys let me get 5. As soon as they're done. You guys take 1-5.
What did she say?
Get these guys right here.
I just have a writer question. I'm not doing no YouTube. Where's Emily?
Felipe.
Excuse me, guys. Sorry.
Alright, guys, we're about to go up to David. Get that white plate back. That's good.
All right, 5 here.
Why can't I get why? I just.
Come on.
All right, that's it. Come on in.
You guys are talking behind the announcer
Even while he was talking, what were you guys saying back
This
then?
is just a heated fight, just trash talk, you know what I mean? I've been talking a whole lot of shit for 2 years, you know what I mean? The whole press conference, but this is what gets me set off. This is what gets me excited. This is what energizes me for this type of fight. You know, when you have a fighting spirit as strong as mine, you're not gonna let nobody talk to you no type of way. That's how I know David Morrell is not that. He's not confident in himself, because if he was, he'd be telling me he was gonna knock me out this and he'd be talking more shit. In the face-off, he would have stared at me, he would have stared me down. It's not like that. At the end of the day, I'm gonna fucking show him what a real monster is. And that's what I'm gonna do on Saturday. I'm gonna beat the shit out of him.
He says he's looking forward to dispelling the myth that you're smoking mirrors, that you're not really as thorough as they say you are. When you hear those things, what goes through your mind?
It makes me laugh, honestly. At the end of the day, I've been working with champions since I was 14 years old. He had a good amateur record, but he wasn't working with world champions like I was when I was a little kid. I beat better fighters than him. You know, I've been on a run, a great run. I've been beating the top level guys, you know, since like 2 years. So I have more experience. I have more. I'm used to this moment. You know what I mean? That's why I'm letting the emotions take over, because, you know, I'm really gonna give you guys the best of me, and I'm gonna leave it all on the ring this Saturday.
Do you feel he's all talk, or you think he's gonna match you?
Oh, he's all talk. He's all talk. He knows. He feels my energy. He knows I'm not playing with him. You know, he got me riled up, and he knows that he brought the monster out. And he knows he's fucked. You know, he fucked up. But, you know, at the end of the day, he's gonna have to pay for everything.
Campeón, si fue personal esto, ya esto es personal.
Sí, esto es personal. Sí, como le dije, el David Morrell ya tenía 2 años hablando, diciendo que yo no era nada, que me va a noquear esto y esto. Lo va a hacer pagar por todas las palabras que dijo este sábado.
¿Su pronóstico no llega?
No va a llegar a round 12. No, yo lo voy a noquear.
David, what would that 13-year-old, 250-pound David Benavidez think when you walk around the hotel, you know, you're driving down the strip and you see your name, you know, headlining a fight in Vegas? What do you think?
He would be really proud and be happy of his future. You know what I mean? Every great boxer has fights like this where, you know, you have to match that energy and you bring the monster out of you. And ironically, my name is the monster, so he brought the monster out of me, and this I'm gonna really show him what an ass beating looks like this Saturday.
Obviously, this is a huge fight, you know, and I feel like you're after this fight, you're kind of in the driver's seat, you know, as far as like picking your opponents, things like that. Do you kind of see that for yourself as well? Do you feel like, you know, you're becoming a face of boxing, especially with the victory on Saturday?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, greatness isn't given, it's earned. And that's why I try to get the biggest fights. I try to get the hardest fights, because that puts me in the driver's seat, whatever I want to be. And also I get the respect from the fans. And to be honest with you, that means more to me than anything. And like I said, I want this to be the David Benavidez era. And this is, I'm backing all my words up.
David, I spoke to Dana White about your younger self. I know that's someone you saw when you were young, and he was very happy to see how far you've come. So, how does it feel to hear such praise from a guy like Dana?
It feels really good, man. It feels makes me really motivated. Not motivated. It makes me really happy and satisfied with myself, that I could tell myself when I was a little kid, like, this is gonna be my future and I'm gonna conquer all this. Fast forward to now, everything is being manifested. It's because of all the hard work I put in, and I'm just very happy with my path and my trajectory in my career, and I'm gonna just keep putting in work.
And we've seen many big Mexico versus Cuba clashes. How will this one stand out amongst the rest?
It's gonna be good, bro. Like, at the end of the day, I'm the type of person where I'm not scared of a hard fight, because I know that when I get a hard fighter, the best comes out of me. You know what I mean? So I'm expecting a good fight, but I'm expecting to making him look average as well, because I've been doing this since I was 14 years old. With all the great fighters I've been up against, the beast comes out.
David, let me ask you, we've seen you be in these moments with guys, these tense exchanges during the press conferences and leading up to the bouts, and everything, they have the same arc. On fight night, we watched you put in work on a guy. Describe the moment when you started to see the willpower go away. What are some things that you started to notice?
You see a different look in their eyes. You know, when I'm in the ring and I start to landing the shots I land, or I start to defend everything they throw, and you see the look in there like, oh shit, like, this guy is not what I thought he was. You know what I mean? And everybody always thinks I don't have defense, I don't have footwork, but I don't really get hit too much. You know what I mean? And I land at an amazing rate. I think I'm number 2 or number 3 in the most accurate punchers in boxing. I think the ones above me are Gervonta Davis and Jesse Bam Bam. These are stats that came out from the Ring magazine or boxing, so you guys can look that up. So once I get into my world, the there's nothing that they could do to stop me.
David, his eye contact wasn't that much while he was up here just now. Seemed like he didn't really want to give you that eye to eye you was looking for. What do you take away from that?
I take away that he's scared. You know what I mean? He's not confident in himself. I've been in this situation a long time. The first time I was here was with Ronald Gravel when I was 21 years old. So I know I can feel the energy. I can sense the energy. You know what I mean? He was talking all that shit, and now he don't even want to look at me. You know what I mean? He's laughing, saying peace and love. Like, I have nothing against peace and love, but right now it's no peace and love. It's wartime.
How was the weight making been coming? Do you feel more comfortable with this camp? With maybe wait for tomorrow? Do you feel
I finally feel like now I understand where the easy weight cut is. You know, 168 I feel at 175. I feel good. Yesterday at the media workouts, throwing power, throwing speed. You know what I mean? None of these other guys did anything. You know, I was the only one that did mitts and gave the crowd a show. So that only being 2 days away from the weigh-in, that lets you know I'm in good shape. You know, I'm in good shape right now. I got like 3 pounds, so I'm ready.
What happened with Luis de Cubas?
I don't want to talk about that fucking guy.
David, before we go, lastly, I got a chance yesterday to talk to your brother, Jose, who illustrated a key point that he thought in your life when he took you from Arizona to California, unbeknownst to your mother, and took care of you and said that you really looked like you fell in love with boxing, but that's when you started knocking people out at the Wild Card gym. Can you go back to that moment in your life? What was that time like being with your brother?
Yeah, it was a beautiful moment when I came up. When I went to California, my brother was 13 years old, and that's where this monster came from, because everybody would look at me and laugh. The first world champion I sparred when I was 14 years old, I sparred Peter Quillen. Second one was Latif Coyote. Third one, 15, Kelly Pavlik. 16, Golovkin. 17, Zurdo Ramirez. And then I sparred Bivol. So I work with these guys. I've been at a high level for a long, long time. And I've learned a lot of stuff from them. So that's why I know can't nobody mess with me, man. Especially with all the experience I got from when I was a little kid when I went to California. That's really when I fell in love with beating the shit out of people.
All right, you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys.
Mr. Brook here.
Hey, you working?
Hola Juan Sebastián, qué gusto saludarte. Hola Juan Sebastián, qué gusto saludarte. Está hablando David Morrell, el peleador que va a enfrentar a David Benavidez en este combate. Por supuesto,
estar ahí en Cuba, tú sabes, no fue más una detención, pero sí fue bien, un momento bien difícil, supuestamente eran una 48 horas y estuvimos ahí. Voy. Era una 48 horas y fueron 72 horas. Estuvimos ahí. Pero nada, esto es bueno, muchachos, ahorita, esto es simplemente, se le ve que está nervioso, se ve que está, ¿me entiendes? Que no aguanta la presión de...
Cuando estabas en Cuba, soñabas con un momento así. Cuando estabas en ese momento que estabas sin saber qué iba a pasar, ¿soñabas que esto iba a pasar?
No te voy a mentir, o sea, sí esperé cosas grandes para mí, pero no tan rápido. Gracias a Dios estamos ready. Siéntate bien.
David, bueno, el día de hoy las cosas se pusieron un poquito tensas, pero tú siempre mantienes la calma. ¿Qué es lo que te hace a ti estar tan calmado?
Soy así, o sea, ¿qué te puedo decir? Yo no... Para estresarme es muy difícil, ¿me entiendes? Para estresarme es muy difícil. Estoy en un punto en mi vida que creo que tengo la vida que cualquier otra persona quisiera. Mi familia está bien, está aquí junto conmigo, gracias a Dios. Mi equipo de trabajo súper contento conmigo con el trabajo que he hecho hasta ahora. Mi niño que ya, ¿sabes? Está aquí también conmigo, primera vez que... Bueno, segunda vez, por la otra está en la panza, pero se no cuenta. Primera vez que está, ¿sabes? En vivo aquí en una pelea y Y nada, mi autoestima está demasiado alto, mi energía está súper que positiva para no caer en un juego tan estúpido como ese.
Y sí, porque él dice que te llama un montón de nombres, dice que te va a romper la cara, pero ¿qué es lo que va a suceder el sábado por la noche?
Eso lo dicen todas las personas que tienen nervios, ¿me entiendes? Simplemente, nada más que me senté y empecé a tratar de hablar con brother, tú sabes, yo no... Ya todo lo que se iba a hablar, todo lo que se iba a decir ya se dio, ¿me entiendes? Ya lo que queda es la pelea. ¿Para qué están cantando más, ¿me entiendes? Pero igual que fue lo que le dije, no, porque no, que en Miami, que no sé qué, no, que te fue la mano, le digo, brother, cuando es guerra, ya no hay que hablar tanto. Tú quieres el problema, no es que no, ya es guerra, no tienes que hablar tanto, no tienes que estar de que si te voy a hacer nada. Es que mucho habla poco hace, eso es lo que va a pasar a él. Así me enseñaba a mí de chiquito.
Tú dijiste que él es un monstruo de Scooby-Doo, ¿por qué?
Sí, porque viste que el muñequito de Scooby-Doo que siempre le quitan la cabeza al final, es un disfraz, son mentiras, yo lo voy a quitar el disfraz el sábado.
Entonces, ¿qué va a pasar el sábado por la noche? ¿Cómo crees que va a resultar la pelea?
100%, lo que se saca 100% voy a ganar, eso no me cabe duda, 100%. Y por la vida que sea. Y créeme que va a ser por la vida que acabo. Ya después lo que pasó y lo que ha pasado, por la vida que acabo 100%.
Back up a little, please. Back up a little bit. Hold on. Back up a little bit. ¿Cómo te sientes una pelea espectacular? Un poquito para atrás, Back up a little bit, guys.
Sí, gracias. ¿Cómo andas, doctor Chapo? Oye, temas mentales, ya lo que tiene esta ocasión David Benavidez contigo, ya va más allá de lo deportivo.
Sí, ya, seguro se acuesta a dormir y sueña conmigo. Como sueña, no sé, pero seguro sueña conmigo ya. El loco ese, pero nada, todo bien, ¿sabes? Todo, estamos, como siempre digo, love and peace, ¿sabes? Estamos bien, gracias a Dios.
Más allá de lo que es el boxeador, ¿qué personaje esperas? Porque ya fue Robocop, ya fue el tema de Scooby, y el sábado, ¿qué personaje esperarás arriba del ring?
Pues, no sé, a ver qué se me ocurre el sábado, es que lo sacamos el sábado. Pero nada, es como lo que, ¿sabes? Siempre estoy, ¿me entiendes? ¿Sabes? Es mi forma, como que, ¿qué te puedo decir? De poder ser yo en este medio.
¿Cómo trasladar este tema de lo mental, de todo lo que ha sucedido hoy al tema boxístico el sábado de la T-Mobile Arena?
Pues igual, mantenerme como estoy hasta ahora, contento, divertido, hacer mi trabajo sobre el ring, que es lo que me gusta hacer y nada, o sea, no tengo que preocuparme mucho ni preocuparme por nada, simplemente saber hacer lo que me gusta hacer yo, aprovechar, divertirme sobre el ring. El trabajo ya está hecho.
La tendencia podría ser un knockout en este caso.
No, 100% un knockout. Eso te lo prometo que 100% un knockout. Y si no es un knockout va a ser una paliza bien grande, ¿sabes? Créeme. Eso no va a ser una peleita de que pum, no, eso va a ser una paliza. Acuérdate lo que estás diciendo ahí. Recuerda lo que te estoy diciendo, 100%. Esa pelea, si no es por knockout, va a ser una paliza bien grande. Y de aquí para allá no va a
Gracias.
Echa para atrás un poquito. You can't breathe in the box. No breathing. Back up a little.
David, do you think that part one of your
Benavidez, ¿qué clase de pelea vamos a ver? Él muy nervioso. Back up a little, please. No breathing on the box. No breathing.
Relajado, ¿sabes? Todo bien relajado. Yo confío en el trabajo que he hecho. Confío en el trabajo que hice.
El boxeo cubano siempre ha demostrado que es capaz, pero ante un rival como estos, siempre hay que tener mucha precaución. ¿Tú cómo te sientes?
No, bien, me siento súper bien, gracias a Dios. Y obviamente hay que tener precaución, no es ningún rival fácil, no es ningún rival que se pueda tomar a la ligera. Bueno, él no, ninguno. Yo estoy bien preparado para acá, pero no quita lo que va a pasar el sábado.
¿Qué vamos a ver de ti?
¿Ah?
¿Qué vamos a ver de ti?
Van a ver de mí como... ¿A qué hora tú te levantas?
A las 7 de la mañana.
Ya, el amanecer dorado, papi, eso es lo que van a ver, tranquilo.
Perfecto, gracias. Ahí está, Juan. Okay, what do you got? Go ahead.
David, do you think that the first part of your game plan has already been successful?
Mike first and then you guys, okay? I promise you first, okay?
Can he just answer since he heard it already? Can he answer since he heard it already? Good night. Good to you.
First off,
good night.
David, first off, obviously this is a huge test for you, and you're taking a big step up in class, right? You've been fighting like the hot rounds of the world, now you're going to the streets like one of the best. Why were you, unlike a lot of other fighters, willing to take such a big jump in competition?
Está en un salto de calidad muy grande. Porque, a diferencia de otros boxeadores, estás tratando de probarte de esta manera y de enfrentarte a alguien de la talla de David Morrell.
100% porque sí que puedo. Sí que puedo. 100%. 100%. I mean, I know I can do it with him. I can do it with the hand. I mean, hand not nothing. I told him before. I mean, hand not nothing. It's only it's only offense. You know how to defend. Right. Nothing. You know what I mean? So I think so. He's the best opponent for showing everybody my really time.
Yeah, look, obviously, David, everybody knows how talented you are. That's why this is such a big fight, right? But you've heard, right? People are saying, oh, well, what if David Morrell had more seasoning? What if he was better prepared? Was there part of you that wish you had more seasoning, more fights before this?
Me hubiese gustado contar con más peleas, más experiencia antes de estar ante el desafío.
That's cool. I mean, the more fighters is good. Now I feel good. I feel no, actually, my friends. How do you say?
Mejor nivel posible.
Yeah,
The best possible level.
Yeah, the best possible level for right now. You know what I mean? I know I can do it more. You know, I can do it more, but I got it. A lot of guns for him right now.
Yeah, and I imagine this is one of those scenarios where it's just too big of an opportunity to even pass up.
We appear to be
Pero, o
rolling.
sea que esta es una oportunidad que era demasiado buena como para dejarla pasar.
Yeah, of course, but I mean, everybody think the hand is sent to the middle counter, but it's not really. I'm the center of the hand for counter 2 years ago. 2 years ago, hand every time say no. You know what I mean?
Quiero hacer one more question.
Look, obviously, Davis is talking a lot about fighting the winner of Benavidez and Bivol. It's a huge fight. Bivol can pass you.
Sentí que él, Benavidez, está yendo más allá de tu pelea y está pensando en poder limitar a Guillermo.
It's good for him, you know. You grind, you know, for grind you don't need pace. So it's okay, you know what I mean? You know, he's the opinion of the hand, I respect the opinion of the hand, I don't care. But the side of the press is different. You know what I mean? The side of the press, nobody's inside the ring, only me and the referee, that's it. So hands can show me. You know, I certainly cheer for this fight.
So are you the one that's looking at a shot at Benavidez Bivol? That's obviously...
No, I don't care about Benavidez right now. My focus right now is Benavidez, 100%. I don't care about Benavidez, not anybody. You know, right now it's Benavidez. You need focus in your present, you know what I mean? I mean, right now it's Benavidez. As Benavidez, you know, come back my home, my family back at you, my team call me, hey, bro, see here, you know what I mean? I got it. This is open.
And obviously, Benavidez is, he's real close to getting on the pound-for-pound list now. Maybe with a win, you can get there, but I saw you post on Instagram saying it's your time now. Do you think that's just your chance and you're going to be the one that stop everything he's trying to accomplish?
Sentí que en este momento que vos vas a ser la que está en la lista de los top 10 y la oportunidad de que miraba a Guillermo.
Of course, 100%. 100%.
Look, we know that Benavidez is a great pressure fighter, but we know he also can box and keep back foot. How much of this fight do you think is you being able to push him backward and also your great uppercut?
Better now, bro.
Money punch in this fight?
6 years in the game,
Que vos lo acorrales a él con tu uppercut y tu agresividad le pegas y puedes sobrepasar.
It's surprise, you know, no, bro, you know, it's depend. You know what I mean? It's depend. I mean, I got everything for I can help, you know. I mean, actually, I don't care. It's an overcard. You know, I don't care. Only I say, I'm not going to help. That's it. I don't care.
And lastly, look, a lot of people were talking about Benavidez, maybe as the next piece of boxing after Canelo retires. How much, do you think you can get there without it, even if he loses this fight?
Sentí que Benavidez puede llegar a ser la cara del boxeo si pierde esta pelea, si pierde contra Canelo.
Actually, not face. I'm gonna look good, bro.
Who's next? Who's next? David.
Okay, guys.
David, what's up? Would you think that after today, that the first part of your game plan is already working. If it's part of your game plan, is it part of your game plan to frustrate Benavidez the way that he was frustrated just now?
¿Acaso tu estrategia ya empezó a funcionar y lo está frustrando Benavidez? Entonces, lo mental es parte de tu estrategia de esta pelea.
El plan mío empezó a funcionar hace mucho, no ahora, hace mucho. Y el plan mío siempre fue, el único plan que yo tengo siempre es entrenar fuerte y prepararme más que bien para la pelea.
My plan has been working for a while now, and it's as simple as training hard. You know, there are no secrets, there are no shenanigans here. All I'm doing is training hard and being my best.
David, is it as personal to you as it is to David, and how do you control that emotions?
Esta pelea es tan personal para vos como es para Benavidez, ¿y cómo controlas esas emociones?
It's simple, bro. I mean, you know, it's normal for me. I mean, it's normal for me. I mean, I told him before, bro. You know, the really bad boy. You know what I mean? You're bullshit. So, in Cuba, the life in Cuba is different. So the street, you need respect. You know, so it's different here. Like nobody knows what happened in Cuba. I know what happened in Cuba. So I told him, bro, you're not the real street. So, you know, get ahead.
David, talk about that. Talk about your journey from Cuba to here to this moment, and like why maybe a fight's just a fight compared to like what you've been through in Cuba.
Considerando lo que pasaste en Cuba, lo que ha sido tu travesía hasta acá, ¿qué significa esta pelea más allá de la victoria o la derrota para vos?
This fight is not only for me. I'm telling everybody yesterday, this fight is only for me. It's the first God, the winner is out of the first. I think so. Is one door is open for the lot of Cuban boxing. You know, it's open for the better life of my family too, for my team, for me. You know what I mean? So for my people. For show to everybody, but everything's possible. I mean, it's not the monster and destroy. What do you mean? You know, so everything you made. You say I can do it. You can do it, bro. No.
Okay, guys, thank you very much.
Talk about how you back up a little bit. Jamal Charlo when you're out there with
No, never. No, Charlie's my brother.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Gracias.
Oh, he's going to do Radio Row. Okay.
Ready just in case. Vegas, New York.
Ronnie, what's up, sir? Good to see you, man. You got time?
Sure.
Cal Artist Sports, we're here with the legendary Ronnie Shields. Got kind of heated up there, which makes it kind of fun, right? I mean, I feel like as a trainer on your end, that
this is what it's supposed to be about, the boxers. Let them, they the ones got to fight. Let them do the arguing. Everybody else step out. Let them do it. This is, they got to sell the fight, so it's up to them. And these guys obviously don't like each other, but this is boxing, so it's going to make for a great fight.
I was going to say it spices things up, when they don't like each other a little bit, right? Because we've been here plenty of these where everyone's complimenting each other and it's like, I mean, it makes for a better fight.
Absolutely it does.
Mm-hmm. Man, I asked Morrell up there, does he get any work with Jamal? I know you got Jamal in your stable as well.
He's never sparred with Jamal. He's never trained together.
Why is that? Why there's?
No, it's just, guess because of guys that they fight, and David really, he's fought a couple guys that Jamal could have helped him with, but at the same time, Jamal fighting guys that not southpaw,
Right.
So it's but they train together. So
Obviously, you've had David Morrell for a few years now.
Yeah.
This is definitely the biggest fight he's ever been in.
No doubt. No doubt.
To this point, right? Is there a difference? Do you see in him in camp, or is he kind of always the same?
David is always David. He comes in, he dances, he's loose, he's, trains hard, and, to him, it's just another fight. It may mean more, but you know what? You don't feel he has to do anything other than what he's doing. He's already training his ass off, and, he does everything we ask him to do, so I can't ask him to do anything different, because he's fighting David Benavidez.
Is that like maybe a good sign for you as a trainer that he's kind of even keeled even on a big stage like this?
That's a great sign for me. I know who he is and what he's all about, and he know who he is, and that's why he changes. He don't change anything.
I think I heard you say somewhere that he kind of reminded you of Evander a little bit. Why is that?
With the way he trains. I mean, I'm telling you, man, this kid trains hard. Holyfield trained hard. If you know Evander Holyfield, then you know this guy, he trained his ass off. And Morrell's the same way.
He obviously second fight at 175. Do you see the difference as far as like him, kind of maybe not struggling to make weight? Obviously, it's a good 7 pounds.
He definitely don't have trouble making the weight. That's for sure. He did at 68. 68 was tough for him, but 75 is perfect for him, man. He's a natural light heavyweight.
And just kind of closing out for me, Ronnie. Obviously the rumor of this big fight, right? Terrence Crawford versus Canelo. It's two weight classes, above where Terrence last fought, which, really it's kind of 3 weight classes where he's been dominant.
Yeah.
It's a lot of weight. It's a lot of weight for Canelo, but I don't know. He is a once in a generational talent. I mean, what does a Terrence Crawford victory look like against Canelo?
I mean, it looks great to me.
Right. No, but I mean, like how? Like what does it look like in the ring?
Here's the thing, right? Crawford is one of the smartest fighters to ever put on the pad gloves. That's number one. And I think he can go with anybody. The power, it doesn't really mean nothing if the defense is there. So, but the offense that Crawford has, Crawford can beat anybody. And a lot of people keep saying that he has no chance. And I disagree. I think Terrence Crawford, if anybody has an opportunity to beat Canelo, it's Terrence Crawford.
Right. Well, we'll see, right? But that's why we fight the fights. Ronnie, always a pleasure, sir. Thank you so much. Oh, what's the latest with Jamal? Is he what's going on? We hear a lot of rumors. You're on the inside the whole time.
Right now, when I get back, we'll sit down, we'll talk, and then we'll go from there.
I feel like the boxing public misses it, man. We appreciate your time as always, Ronnie. Thank you.
Ronnie, can I grab you 2 minutes?
Thank you,
I know you might have to
appreciate
go.
you, man. Thank you.
Hey, we can have him.
What do I have to do? Just take his abuse? You're not taking his abuse. Fuck him.
You got time?
Yeah. Just don't scream at me.
Steven Goodine, KO Artist Sports. We're here with the man, Louis DeCubas. You set it off, man. You kind of set it off up there. What happened? Did you see it kind of bubbling over? What happened?
No, he's been going on since California. He started his bullying stuff, his tough shit. That don't work, We've been around too long, That to me is nothing. That don't put fear in us. Fight's got to be done in the ring. He's been doing it outside. I don't know if he's got to build himself up that way, with hate and all that to go into a fight. But everybody saw it. The guy's been scared since the first time, he knew the fight was made, and he's finding excuses. First he started with the pets. We had tested before he did. Okay, Bada came and tested us first. We signed up first, and they got a lot of balls to be talking about that. Look at the people that are around him, guys that are proven, guys that do that kind of stuff, And then now he starts up with the fucking money. I mean, come on, man. There's Muhammad Ali laws. Morrell knows exactly what we're getting paid. Okay. First of all, he's an Al Heyman fighter, and everybody knows Al Heyman takes care of his fighters. Most promoters, they make 25, 30%. We don't even make a third of that. Okay, when you're with Heyman. Okay, and we're fine with it. You know, we understand. We've been in the boxing game a long time. And Eamon's right. The guys are getting up and doing the comeback of the fighters. Okay, so we're fine with that. But he started all this stuff trying to steer the whole camp. Think he's going to get Morrell upset. Morrell knows everything. So, that's what people do when they're afraid. And I saw it. I've been around, for 42 years. I had 24 world champions. Okay, and I worked one of the greatest fighters that ever lived, Roberto Duran. And he always told me, when a guy talks too much like that and starts all that stuff, he's just afraid. And I saw it in his eyes. He was trying to stare me down. I mean, I'm not fighting him. Morrell's fighting him,
That's what I was just about to ask you. I know you've worked with, like legends like Roberto Duran, and you said up there, you see that he's scared. Well, you just said it was the eyes. Is there anything else that kind of like a tell for you that maybe there's something going on over there on that side?
Well, what tells me is when they never wanted to fight Morrell. We're supposed to fight when he fought Andretti, and then he was supposed to come in the ring when he fought Falcoa. He never came in the ring. Okay, then he fought Andretti. Okay, maybe when we moved to like heavyweight because of our performance, maybe he said yes. Maybe he didn't want to fight. He didn't want to fight Bivol. I don't know what he in his mind. He took it. Okay, and then after he took it, people started talking. Guys like Teddy Atlas saying, "Hey, this guy can knock him out." Okay, maybe he's having second thoughts. After watching the kid more, and he's saying, "Hey, man, what am I get myself involved in?" Let's face it, he's got a lot bigger name than us. He's been on main stage a lot more than us. Okay, we're coming here and we're going to knock him out. Okay, and he's going to have to go back to the drawing board, and that's what he's upset about.
You guys are taking this fight early. I mean, everyone kind of compliments David for taking a dangerous fight, when, maybe Morrell doesn't have the name, but you guys are also, early in your careers, taking on obviously everyone says, right, the monster. Well, what does that say about, Morrell and just kind of the trajectory of the career that he wants to have?
Well, first of all, the kid fought De La Cruz, the two-time gold medal winner. The guy was 28 years old. He was 17. He fought him 178 pounds. He got robbed. Okay, so the kid went to Russia. He beat everybody there, the American, Kazakhstan, everybody he beat. Not only he won his division, he was the best fighter in the whole tournament. Okay, when my son called me about Lennox Allen, he was 2-0. Okay, Lennox Allen was 22-0, a southpaw from New York. Okay, I said yes right away. I know what I got. Okay, I know what kind of fighter. He's a Carlos Monzon, southpaw Carlos Monzon. Okay, so why wouldn't I take a challenge like this? Right after the Lennox Allen fight, we started chasing Benavidez because I know we were never going to get the Canelo fight, okay? And he was always calling out Canelo, okay? We were calling him, and he was calling Canelo. So luckily, he got, whatever happened, he got on board. Now Saturday night, he's going to have to do what he's got to do because he's getting knocked out.
And just last one for me, you just kind of brought up the name that's kind of, the elephant in the room a little bit. Like you said, David's been kind of chasing Canelo for a few years now. It, obviously hasn't come to fruition. Benavidez, rather. Morrell, with a victory on Saturday, is that like the next target, or is it the undisputed guy? Like, what's kind of, the goal with the victory on Saturday?
Well, basically, I really never see Canelo fight Morrell. I know when he fought Lara, he was a 54-pounder, and Lara's a 54-pounder. And a lot of people had Lara winning that fight, including Showtime, had him winning by 3 points. This guy's a big version of Lara that can take you out with either hand, and a southpaw at that. So, I don't do pipe dreams. I really don't. There's a lot of other guys Canelo can fight. It ain't Morrell. He's going to get paid a lot of money, and he ain't going to have to, take a chance getting knocked out.
All right, Luis de Cubas, man, always a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, brother.
All right.
Appreciate you, sir.
The only guy that worked with both guys, and I still work with him. People forget that. They're like, who's going to win the fight? I go, no, I have more knowledge.
Let's talk about it.
With both guys than anybody. They both lived with me at a time.
Really?
Yeah. I don't
Stephen Cadena, KOR Sports, are here with